Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and a big welcome to Jared Hendricks from Owatonna Public Utilities.
Thanks for having me, Pete.
Hey, always a pleasure to have you. You know, it's getting to be like kind of old home week.
That's
here,
right.
You know?
That's right. Well, I enjoy it. So
that's good. Well, and we do too. So what's the big deal from OPU?
Well, I've got a new rebate. It's our WaterSense shower head rebate form, and actually I brought a couple copies so that you can take a look at one too here. And so you'll notice up here the logo says look for this WaterSense logo.
Yeah.
And so when you buy a WaterSense shower head, it is going to use less water and still perform very well as a shower head. These are not the old low flow shower heads that had really high pressure but no volume jets, and it felt like it took 2 days to get the shampoo out of your hair. These are not like that.
Okay.
WaterSense shower heads work very well while still using less water. You know, we've got a lot of people that have thought, well, if I want to have a WaterSense shower head, can I still have one that looks like what I want it to look like? And so you'll notice on the top of our rebate form here, we've highlighted a couple of different pictures of different shower heads that do qualify as a WaterSense shower head. So you'll notice that there's anything from the wands to the standard shower heads as well. So when you convert from an older shower head to a newer shower head, one of the things that you'll see is that you'll see water savings, of course. But you'll also see a lot of natural gas savings because, of course, you're using hot water or warm water when you're showering. And so by using less water total, you're using less hot water as well. So I've brought a couple of pictures here. And I would like to see if you can guess which of these are WaterSense qualified and which of these are not. To just kind of help show viewers that you can really get any type of shower head you'd like and be WaterSense if you'd like. Does that sound like a good idea?
No, it doesn't actually. But I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I'm being a nice host.
So we've got this one, and I'll let you look at this, and then I'll turn it towards the camera here a little bit so our viewers can look. We've got this shower head.
Yeah.
And do you think this shower head is a WaterSense shower head? A low flow shower head, or do you think this is a standard higher flow
looks
shower?
pretty standard.
That's a standard. Well, actually, you've got that one pretty good. That one's a standard. That one's a 2.5 gallon per minute shower head.
Cool.
Let's try another one here. and these are all just kind of mixed up, so you're going to have some that are and aren't.
Well, I like that. I think that is.
So you think this one is?
I think that one is, yeah.
Well, but you know, it looks really similar to this one.
It does look to that, but I don't think there's something different about this one.
Well, you're right again. That one's a WaterSense shower head.
The disclaimer is that I have not been coached on this quiz. On me, you know, contrary to all rules of engagement.
He did, however, try to get me to disclose this beforehand, so I held my ground.
Yes, you did.
So we've got this one here.
Ooh, tough. No, that is a standard.
You're right. I think I didn't walk out of the room, but I think he's cheating. Are you looking through my finger? Because I'm covering up. So that was another.
I don't even know that you've got anything written on
that was another 2.5 gallon per minute flows. To be WaterSense, they have to be 2 gallon or less, and they've got other 2.0 gallon per minute or less. They've got other qualifications as well. Let's see here. We've got all right, this one right here.
Ooh, there's something special about that. It's
well,
square.
It's shiny.
Shiny. But
it is very shiny.
No, that one is an old timer.
That one is a WaterSense shower head rebate. So that is a 1.75 gallon per minute shower head. So we did stump you finally.
Half a gallon saving.
All right, let's take a look at this one. This one's kind of a neat one.
Yeah.
The wand kind of nests in there to the regular shower head as well. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a savings one.
That one is.
Yeah.
Good job. All right. And we've got, well, let's see here. We got another one here. Another nesting one. These are kind of neat, actually. I grabbed it.
Now, one would think that it's going towards what you just already showed me that I got wrong, so I'm going to say that it's not.
That one is. That one's also 2.0 gallons per minute. All right, we'll see if we can get another one here.
Yeah, I think that is a savings one.
And that one isn't. So, I mean, these are...
Okay, how many were there?
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 7 for you,
So
and you
three,
missed 3.
So I got over 50%. I got about what? 60, 70%.
But if you take a look at these two, they're very similar. They both have that kind of square...
What makes it, what's in the guts of it that makes it a saver compared to the other one?
Well, I couldn't tell you what's in the guts of it, and I'm sure the manufacturers aren't going to tell me what is in the guts of it either. But they're very similar. They both have that kind of square outliner there with the removable wand. So you can see that to go with a WaterSense shower head rebate, you don't have to sacrifice the look. Those are two that look almost identical. And one was 2.0 gallons per minute, one was 2.5 gallons per minute.
So if I want to go and buy one of these that I like,
absolutely,
that's a water saver, I'll go to my local provider of such things.
Hardware stores, any place that carries faucet aerators, shower heads, and home improvement equipment will have shower heads.
And it's $25
for the rebate. Yep. Okay. So our rebate, again, it'll be for WaterSense qualified equipment. So we're going to ask you to bring in your receipt. We're going to ask you to bring in the packaging that shows this logo on that packaging. So that'll help qualify you for that, or that'll qualify you for that rebate. Yeah. And we'll give you a $25 rebate, not to exceed the purchase price. So you can find WaterSense shower heads that are, I was looking this morning, over $200, or you can find them for $13. So, and you can find them anywhere in between. So you can spend as much or as little as you would like to. That way you can really meet the style and decor of your bathroom and your shower. We're not going to limit you to what you would like to purchase. And then we'll give you that $25 rebate. And that's going to be for the water savings, as well as the big part is that natural gas savings. And that's a harder one to find energy savings on. We don't have a lot of equipment in our home that can save natural gas. If you think about it, you've got your water heaters and your furnaces, and those are some big investments. I don't just go replace my water heater because I got tired of looking at it, where I might with a light bulb. But we're talking a couple dollars versus a couple $100.
But by the same token, and I don't know if I'm kind of going to go off just a little bit on the avenue here, is that a water heater such as we have, it's got the 40-gallon, I suppose, reservoir. And you have this one that mounts on the wall that's kind of an instant, is there any savings by having one over the other? Generally
speaking, those ones that are kind of mount on the wall, what we would call an instantaneous or an on-demand water heater, those do run a little bit more efficiently than your tank style. And part of that isn't that it burns the natural gas more effectively, it transfers the heat. But when you have that big tank sitting there, you have more heat that escapes from that tank over time. So the bigger efficiency is actually just when you're not using the water, how much heat are you losing from that water?
Because your hot water heater is always going to be kept at a certain temperature.
Absolutely, and of course we recommend 120 degrees both for safety and energy conservation.
It says, but if you switch your shower head, you can save 2,900 gallons per year. Based on what sort of usage is that?
I think that's based upon a home of about 2.2 people and an average of 0.75 showers per day. And
how many per day?
0.75. But remember, we've got 2.2 people in the home too. So these are all averages. Of course, some people might take 2 or 3 showers a day, or not take a shower for a couple of days if you're working outside or not doing anything. We're not telling you how to shower. But
I'm glad for that.
Yes,
because this interview would end quickly if that were the case.
But we would love you to use a new WaterSense shower head in your bathroom.
Well, I'll take this too.
And so the rebate form is available on our website. I've also delivered it to some of the local retailers in town here, and you can find it in our lobby as well.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'll take it to the board of directors and we'll see what we do with that.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, good. Otherwise, what's going on down at the shop?
Well, we're in the middle of the summer here, and we've had some cool weather and we've had some hot weather, and we're always trying to get messages out to our customers. So, when we do have those peak alerts, or when we've had planned water outages or anything like that. So keep an eye on our Facebook page. We are using that more and more to update our customers if there's a planned water outage, or if there's an electric outage in your neighborhood, or of course if we've got new rebates and other safety tips.
Sure. Water is always an issue, of course. Are we good with water? as far as you know, in terms of abundance?
You know, it's very interesting. As town has continued to grow, we've actually decreased the overall amount of water that we pump out of the ground for the city of Owatonna, which is a great thing to see. You know, with all of the drought that happened out in California, water regulations are getting more strict and more strict. So to be able to see our community grow, but actually using less overall water, and I really have to thank not only our residential customers, but also our commercial and industrial customers have worked very hard to help do that as well.
Excellent, and that's a good thing to note, and it's a good thing to note that you were here to help us to know about this new program.
Absolutely.
And I hope that we'll see some results very soon.
We hope so too.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks,
Pete.
Pete.
See you next time, and thank you for being with us. We're going to take a short break, and then we will be back.